Memoajo Ediba Democracy Jumadie so ewo Kessben 92.9 93.3 on the internet. We're live also on Facebook Live. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Enyumbre Mene Charles Owusu, who is a political analyst and a man of God, saving people to go to heaven. That's why you should consume the little beer you have today, so that when you go to heaven, where there will be no beer, you'll be saved. Pergrave Boache Dankwa is a government spokesperson, governance and security for the new Patriotic Party, as you're waiting for Listo Nana Poku, leading member of the Rise Ghana demonstrators. Just Memoajo.
Ohene Mejisu Ebru.
You said
Anya some kitwa.
Na say udino osofo pastor reverend and the one I did him.
Oh, reverend.
Reverend.
Yes.
Okay, so Reverend Charles Owusu.
Yes.
I didn't hear the crowd.
But why you?
Oh, you share.
You share your power.
The last time I shared na me no ne na I Sir John. Na ofrim nanwa day meet you this week. And I bet it's 2 years.
And run 2 years, yeah.
Wow.
And run 2 years.
Wow.
Wow. I think Cheba. And
nanwa day.
Yes. Nyani pa nyina so na afi kwa esabetom. And intina the greatest miracle nyame ye oyabrabo ni se obeda na de pabeden ebechom. Nti ya na enkwa ye wo ni kwan se ye de joke. But on the enema brabo mu niema ye hwehwe nti etoda yetimi eka house as if onyame nya hwe kra man. But me no tie ye me wa fidie ani mu kasa o obi da yare sabia o man nsa so a enye yi prepare ye kasa ye so ye de obi ato structure so a ye de ne ko mochre ntina se wo wo mmere ni means a wo nko a ese wo ye de so awrade ani because ye bedan agya no matter who you are, a time will come wo ye ho hwe enye yi obedan agya tia na ye mmra fam kakra enipa nya baby kojina kakra aya na ahomaso ne ahantan no too much asip say sabi ya na munye enipa ba enipa se wo free office wi a na wo call keteso a ho no woni ahode biem wo powers na wo office no enya adwuma biem yare bo wa wo powers no enya adwuma wo ho biem because we have a country a yenya a sitting president a wakrafie me kwa adwuma ba wakwa adwuma wansa mafie tumi nyina yo nyamedia ipa mera ne ho asem ma urade ye nsa so a onyambehwai.
Somebody touch the radio and say amen to that. Reverend Charles Owusu and I will share no 18 no enyumbre ewo democracy jumadi so ewo Kessben one hour asantimantum and an importamiti ewo 92.93.3 and an crying importam society ewo 92.9. One hour sharing live ewo Facebook and YouTube nya mamunyina akwaba Pergrave Boache Dankwa Memoajo Media
Michelle signing chama with for no ashefo ene sofo penny as of for the mission one many aje when me so me sofo
and audience here
oh me face you let me say me na me a missionary for over 22 years you do in about 78 countries kanya me assemble even month June bosomine tremukra many apostolic church Rebel Temple it was Sakaman a one whole month session on missions and discipleship.
Good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's
good. I mean, it's really good to be here. Many just say Saturday meet me abahano. But minimum say Saturday mo program.
No, yeah, Saturday, yeah.
And say Saturday no maybe from ende. Cause he say you better aba 27th of December 2024. As I Saturday be I number be me ba dinner ewa.
That. Okay, that's good. Oh, welcome to
Kessben there, me am Kessben.
Wow.
Between 2012 2016.
Yeah, of course.
I grow I do Kessben video so Kessben dia a boa man yetimi inform nkofo about decision no mo take in 2016 our yabatwa yakoto hunti mo yadwuma so na mo haso fe papa
even
though me ma ha no mo niam mo ye nyina wo monten so tie te mo nkapa and na mo feed no especially mo TV no the quality is so good very very good.
That's it. Okay, so enwumbre ya ma mo akwaba aba jumadi so na yen kam say you get bedwin Ghana on Sabre we the first edition in the 7th month of the year 2022 na wachi ensem bienu ene critical ensem bienu no Arise Ghana demonstration 2 days I call so any moons and some I prepare casualties I by provocation or no provocation. So their leadership will handle demonstration no. So their police for no one penny for handle demonstration. Na ya shese suya hunu ben ene benya di free ye ko yenim na ye bo ye democracy no ho ban no ye shese den suya hunu ne be a free enum ne sunsan so a wo ede man se oman na enwumbre no se na wutie international media na wo se na reportage no etia na ubisa ho say at the other day you know saying and say meko ni nyina wo impact on as we look at it ya transi enwumbre. Of course the bomb and I said the shocker and I said the biggest news I buy this week said president I direct finance minister and in the ministry say one IMF for engage na yen share engagement there EBP e dey frame about and no abeye the most topical issue for this week enwumbre yatna see ye be say IMF ebi say your options enti ni se na nka ye kro yako ana se ye nan baako esikwan so a ye pese ye kro ye bopnum ana se ye dru hodada na eden na ye hwe ni mu se ebepie e dey free sa engagement a ye ne IMF mpanyimfo ebeye den ye hwe ni mu se ebepie e dey free ma but of course na ye hwe se ye ko ana say yenko economic implications bread and butter issues no saying enetie ede my enwumbre yatna si ye behwe sansemi na yato ato adwen ede afa ho emrepam na wa kire wadwen senia osusue no wasembisa ana mpose eya adwenkire wo de ba 0550 596929 or 0550 567929. You can just share your views or your opinion with us. Our democracy, Jumadi so our Kessben. Enumbre, me shall say in free Reverend Charles Owusu and Chaim. Yeah, demonstration so that we can have more time for the MF issue. Minims who follow demonstration say, yeah, shall say, and say, yeah, they 10 time, yeah, day 1, day 2. And in the pie free ma e ba ye na saying na ofano
you okay the kind ma mencha menu encha won so a wo hwe yen wagimre enye Ghana nkwan amano no nyina and I'm sure say Kumasi so kra na ye hwe yen live ya den chia kese Kumasi Santeman ne Santeman ra the woman say indeed me follow enkomodia omudia kopim say demonstration e ba ye me obi amaye demonstration wo man mu pa
I know
me di mu pa ntina obi ko demonstration amen kasa ntiada ya how I wo pa wo man mu ni se aban bi aba police for ensom o man no som aban enti se ekoba se oye kire bi ba police for no mu eye se ye bibia enu aban anim ase nti wo ko negotiation table no so no police for no mu kra no I am now more pushing a chain e be a minister of information and national security minister abetena se wo hwe omo se do mu siye na ye say omo na prevent wo kra from say we bia o ye kire na paso o ye nkwan e be say isi hu kwan ti normally no wo no mbe ko back and forth until this agreement will be reached na mamimfa recent times demonstration akoso mienu pe na me fa example me join elect my vote count and I was one of the leading members that demonstrated on my new voter register na if say e be hia dey akoto aba in 2016 elections now demonstrators nankasa no abribia e be call demonstration na ye pese ye so that kind of confrontation with the police so that ye betima aye dede ama ye the needed attention
okay
ye pese Ghana 40
ebi ni see discuss
because sa man dey ba yan can discuss
of course
ntu be hu no adsem bia nya asem kra na ye pese ye force man ye asem because on say ye ni pede do nyina ni bitima ba or ye kire na se and the more we can rope them in and say BBBC na bibi ni si anake so nyina so ate ho asem because generate discussions on radio and on TV and even everywhere so the social media there be obi abete we let on vote counter abra ishia or obra sport no yani former IGP Rekudalo already who know is commanded by then Mami Atinga View now on retire no anti-Rose na IGP currently not the director of finance and administration at the time na ye demonstration na ye see ye person call electoral commission the police for na catch say how is security zone for the on my kwama yen go because obe kaya prior to 2016 na KKK cost parent now electoral commission wanna ye the ammo cars cry na den actually some vantage point bi say be obi ntimi enko hamo workers na den e wo ho no staff no na ye ba cycle no na ye admission no police for no say yen ko haspark tio na omumma one of the commissioners nemra ni yen present petition na den enfama no how can you tell us you fi seka na mum ma yen fa kantamanto so omo yen fa ho omo a kire ba bia ye be fa ade ya fa for ba bia nipa bebre ntimi join na so ye ko bi haspark no ye be call electoral commission ho na ye pese ye petition na den eko and what we did and say yeah near doors and say we demonstration no musa the numbers and to say the demonstration here numbers not a doors ntino na ya bro police for no so nti what we do is say ebi no de omani be hwe the police for air con kwan no so na ebi so atia for baby nti ye tete fa baby bebre nti na difficult for the police to control nti the omo say quickly on go to cathedral but the difference is yeah provoke police yan toboba yan faba yan nyahwe unprovoked and a police force started some hot water and tear gas because me like me and say fortunate for me na I don't know for frame nti ese me tweme free
nipa no
na me ko gira nchen
na granting interview
me granting interview na me twe me ho na tear gas beto be me wono and na tear gas na beto ho so na yen so no leaders na aja ya mark yen to be arrested nti me na ajami yonko fo bi wo police fo move no say Charlie Jack if we headquarters ebo we are part of one of the people I see enchimo nti eso pe be fa aja ye dwani na no mo san but thank God in baby 85 okay Gabi Ocheda kon
mugwa no pa
any other people one guy OP she say komu is on person kunu kanam timi ha police fo no oranya honu kasa wo ho at that time because yan provoke police no ya nyehwe but the and say you can't say on can say on my kwan ma yen ko ho na ye decide say chinchin twan be ko ho on be stop yen along the way ye nuanom di ma men san ka biem say two wrongs doesn't make one right I don't see ye nua be man na ne call let my vote count na say be rubber bullet ko born ani e man ani say ya enam so nti ene wahwere ne nkwa wonte asase so no na e be ya pa they say ebia to obi so say ya enya dia ayede e asama ayro ho on so we hu normally no woma aban ba onye bi di no nyom ne ko demonstration ye no ye ni bi fo no oni bi fo no ya na mase ho no ya na ja I say me wo fa she dun katia kan ye the grade that you kwan wi a ebia na ya fa na sika so say wo fa kwan so enye yi bi
obese
no that's how it here to hear papa ya sabe ade ko born ani anani aye sele na tie wo hwa anhwe because me wani bi sa atomi I mean I rahosam the mo you be say ho say e ba ne sen that's the first question say be say ho say my do some be called demonstration or ye kire I am right na mako share baby na mo decide say mo pese mo fa a certain route police force yem pene omni leadership akako share leadership say okay say mo pene a ye be gina ahaya na at the end of the day no na ayemo bato Masan TVB a minu anum omo demonstration ka ho asema de omo ka no jebe sebe nye sanity enye no kore hwe demonstration bi ayekobia no police for want to be ahead of us, the national security want to be ahead of us, BNI 4% ahead of the demonstrators you know the omo yen so omo pe ye ntade na ya de court demonstration no ma be part of us say be ya omo bitima pick intelligence say boni bi wo bitima nti enye first time na enye hu nyanwa say obehu say police ni ehye demonstrator bi atade bi I see because sometimes when you be crowd say wo kwa wo say na ko we da bi onye onka yo ba o shatare ni bi they are some of them are BNI 4 national security policy for enti but the chema dua million mo kan ya me nwanwa say circle we construction bi enu a ekoso ho enti na policy for a omo be bom ho ban abo other people and properties life and properties on ban na omo kuratuo how would those police people they decide say the two beton chain and mapa fa moba and the aba but me it doesn't make sense me adwemu de mentiase say bokuratuo be ho ban meanwhile no tuo na ehu I bet me kum no me de to nchen na emo me de mobile ba na so me ya na mato akobom it doesn't make sense ye nuanom bi e wo demonstrators nim bi and they decided say omo to mobile de abo police because police for no emma ekwan emomo nyusu the route as omo faso but I don't think say it will serve the purpose
okay
because omo call yi nyamina ye dana say obi amfamu eden emu but we should also understand say police for no ye nuanom they are part of us and this say oh ye kire na ye mane koye that violent na akoye say as obi adwane for his life na the purpose nti ye say ye call ye kire na say ye defeated that purpose
of course
and to me feel say say the second day you know omo to be correct all the mistakes ama bonibiensi look at what happened even in the second day say for the first time in TV so obi ko oyekire na owo side arm loaded with I can't say ammunition. The answer to say identity by say it's licensed. Now to obi our license or Ghana here you just possess weapon now would na mabontin so now we show me dream one minute here and you na sabi and from Pempabwashe are lazy now trying to Leo Ghanaians say baby Edruno or my own mum the best managers of the economy and see about to do so I am for Mumra na sabi you and Penifose Jamaica now is home so kwanya be bomb ho banya na sa kwan na obetima fa so e dia bebu o man dia hwe me so ana
edo sense be asema chas ebisa nwumre mesan aba won chen na ya hwe the implications wo ede ma menko menu aboache danko na menye na dwensho on this you paragraph
minia
yeah the aftermath the Arise Ghana demonstration.
Minia me say I say mecha say chia with for no hwefo na ohwe demonstration e course na wotwen ya mejidi say nanka the biggest opposition party NDC omo person mo demonstration na ese so mutumi eba forward no mo demonstration imra bien si ho kwan say ombetitechi no omo afrefre nkofo ama nkofo ababedi demonstration enim asenia eyomudia to be fair minya bema ohwa nkomodie no omo sha se on person mo demonstration between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. Prosifo say emboa bebre esan say yehwe ye sub region ya ntoko akoso kudita terrorism any intelligence aye peke yankase ya launch say something campaign under the Ministry of National Security inti mumbo modena munye mo demonstration between imrai we are hono the tutu say doom short time ye night vigil me yankasa megina some of the TV stations akase vigil is different from demonstration ema asem no court na unim ora eduji anoye lawyer for Bernard Mona okase yenhwe the character yenhwe suniban of Bernard Mona na yemma imra embuano no to me kwa demonstration sense why demonstration na insemi ba bebre e wo ho but me be leading to the demonstration no me hwe nkofo mu lead ye nkasa mu ne niema bebre na NDC for Prince Derrick J, Sami Jenfi, Akamba. Unim sa Akamba for US and Oba Ghana. Oba arrive in Ghana a day before the demonstration. Edemadana George Opariado. Now Shenkofu Winya a woman. They are your commanding lead of the NDC government. Inti, I say demonstrators arise Ghana no. Omo dream pa na nko omo some person money abayedin komo. They lost the moral right of it. Now I think that the Ghanaian people must condemn the act of riot because me who demonstration be akoso Ghana nko fo ahyetai da. Time me who say nko fo ahyetai e 2020 election. Ye two abawie ya Madam Jane Mensah eka say President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo the president elect. Why he who say nko fo be ahyetai from the biggest opposition party. Into to be fair, where the young can be brave. Put your ass together well. Number two, Minabema. In Yama in CB, now the two just on person with the home common. Almost say there are prizes, fuel prizes in Akosro, e-levy, abolish COVID-19 expenditure, Yembu Hunkunta, almost in Sasibi state land in Sasi, the Achimota forest, but famous sign the police brutalities, any Japadel. Na mayi anon kakra answer no present your petition to parliament almost present your petition to parliament the two leading members majority leader minority receive your petition no almost also present a petition to the finance ministry aija the two deputy ministers honorable Abnane Dr. John Kuma receive petition Munya bema fuel prices Ghana yenya yenim say from the beginning of the year 2022, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ebono humodin ye pa.
Not cutting you now. I think say these issues will feature prominently the discussion or regards IMF.
But now you see, unse issues no raise here no. Issues ibia ya hujuma. For which reason? The nanke hu here some demonstration. Okay. Fuel prices in Komo, ewo maimu. Many abema yenya yenim. Measures are abinding atoto no. Any issues akoso we are siafanenya ayeyano. Many abema e-levy. On e-levy yenya yenim say yeshase edi hon komo from the 2022 budget e kind in November 2021. Eka say nanka mu boa ya nanka ebebo modern Ashe e-levy na say January 2022. Na e-levy komodie ni nyaa ne say Ghana nipa beye 30.8 million people no. Nipa 2.36 million pay in the chair taxes. That is about 8% of the total population of the country. Mina be Ghana. Mobile phones e Ghana. 40 million handsets. E do so see nipa Ghana. Mobile phones e Ghana. Micro bakope.
Just for two.
Okra 3.
You. Na omo do pa serial callers. Obi wo ho at 10 or 10. Was so nyina
40 million handsets. E wo from Hano. 40 million handsets. Na me never at the time.
Surprising.
At the time, the digital economy it had grown massively from 2016, a total of about 76 million, grown exponentially from 2017. Yeah, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo befa memono close to the tune of about 1 trillion Ghana cedis. Now digital economy it grow exponentially. Kofo didra also. And you see yembo mo the expanded tax bracket no. And the e-levy buy. Me abema e-levy de buy Ghana yenim. Yes afa na nyi nipa bebre na pese etia taxes. Now so pese tumpon send ya wiase afa na nya tumpon. Se wo ko America we nije. Oko Europe we nije. Oko Asia we nije. Oko Middle East Ghana for bebre se ya ka se Dubai free entry visa on arrival. Nkofo nya amu fi ya Dubai. Now so Dubai for answer na omu be develop omu mine no omu jeto. Taxes is at all mewa. Omu jeto. Now so Ghana dey confirm person be jeto. And so Kenya in so Lorry Crime Hospital Suku ninya ye pese o mampeni bi aba osi. Number 3 on COVID-19 expenditure. Minya be ma yenya yo krom hanom. And COVID-19 e bae November 2019 2020 March first week Ghana reported your first 2 cases and the president and now Danko Kufuado Shasia and the Ghana for Dinkomo. Or have a update conversation over 38. The Ghana for Dinkomo through the processes well over 2 years. We remember COVID-19. It could nipa 6 million plus. We are saying worldwide. Nanke yare papa ke could nipa COVID-19 nipa 534 million plus. In your COVID-19 we have to have Ghana nipa be 1,000 for the year. Shedding. Parliamentarians bebre in your COVID-19. Omunya 1, 2, 3, 4. As a result of the effective management of COVID-19, you have to say parliamentarian be our honor. Minister for Finance, Honorable Ken Oforiatta, Ebon Homodin, Ekoma. Expenditure no parliament. I can see raking in Sika close to about 19.3 billion Ghana cedis higher. Yeah, 18 billion no spending about 12 billion. And the rest of the Sikana 6 billion, 7 billion no. Yeah, they cushion out on the shortfalls on the revenue. 0.3. The Intiomoko demonstration. Yeah. Number 4, on land. Minyabema almost say the state capture of lands. No more mention specifically Achimota Forest. To be fair, Ebia, Arise Ghana Group, no one can be brave. But to be fair, the minister responsible for lands and natural resources, the Honorable Samuel Abujenapo, eba out a year press conference consistently. Miankasana Muhobi, bear 5. Time and a year will make cry. Mamitia say 1876, the then Gold Coast. Gold Coast echo ebusiaphobia on catch some my portions of Achimota land. Ye pesi ye Achimota Forest Reserve in the name so called it. Ebaya Jijibia 1923, 1927. Eba Fourth Republic by President Kofi Annan, President Ivan Sata Mills, President Mahama, Esamba President Nana Danko Kufuado. Development are codenamed even within places I can't see a pesi the Achimota Forest. Ye Achimota School. Producing most of the leaders. I say, see, Achimota Hospital. I refer within the Achimota enclave. Kessben Honum call Ekoja Yarisa. Gimpa. And so, in the same property area. Be called Gimpa. As I see, Omobua Ghana in the development. With the Forestry Commission, cry Omo property one. And the minister Akase. Achimota Forest, as we know it today, it will continually remain the ecological site and nature for the development of the forest reserve. Now, so you see, making sure say, have this consistent family for just assassinating to make sure the peripheral part of the Achimota Forest is not encroached upon. As they say, Sir John Will Ebemu, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Kase. Sir John Will they are setting aside a independent investigation. Na se investigations ni wie ye humu a sa asase no aban asase a nipa na wewu na ode ama nipa no ni nsanka sa asase no ebi omo ankan. Number 5 on police brutalities. Mini abema Misa nanso matin sem kakra. Me hu demonstration bia yakọ a the demonstrators ankasa a person army omo with pistols, with guns, and with stones. Now you see process for mbebo mo ban na mo dem person mo process for close to about 12 to 15 police people. Oma krom yere ni omo mbaso mo kwejuma. Not afraid they end up in a hospital. To be fair, it is not even right. Say even the demonstrators or even the police nipa bako crying ko hospital. It's not saying kwa we enye nkwa ye didi agro. But I may say continually in this country, so be agitations, sir. As I say, you will be pra. Emma, you need to say your agitations. Come on. Yeah, baby. These are things of the old past. To be fair, police brutality is omokai. They themselves foil corporate to it. Say omo ankasa brutalizing the police. Now me sure I Rise Ghana Group here. Sometimes me te hono ma drink catch me say bia a rebranding of Fix the Country, because as encophobia per se would destabilize the democracy you protecting all these years
by demonstrating.
Demonstrating and causing riots. No more demonstration. 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 Demonstration Clearly, not on any day. Not on any day. To be fair, maybe a second day in a resemblance of a peaceful demonstration. Ghana for AGD say, I know your papa. Number 6.
The last one.
The last one. Almost say a Japadil. The Japadil has not been reintroduced as it is. Intisa Nyema enumni saying there to two way. The government has well handled these things. And then so demonstration.
Okay, paragraph Boachi Dankwa and our channel Etino Enyumbre Democracy Jumadi so our Kessben on the demonstration I cause so now we arise Ghana leaders and wanna or demonstrate here. Enyumbre send medi kan and luso Nabedi Nabe kan yensa Enyumbre. Let's go Mwakaba.
Ohene Joseph.
Na bom to say.
Who are me have?
You share
Pop. And yeah, a year Quebec say a century ago. But you still keep it fit and nice.
As
usual. The way they share, they will be kind. We are brand here, said you, a Santima this year. Media Aqua. Mesu Mira made a myself. But I don't say we are there.
They can share a demonstration ne t-shirts show for fair Rise Ghana a demonstration of Ghana for first day issues ICC encounter with the police and then go for a prepare second day and said big issue be which we present petitions now than had it Ghana for be I can say leaders are handle demonstration more handle the year and the mass idea by be I can say police for and show professionalism and this idea by let's look at this demonstration I call so now watching
my main chatting for main chairman and my bigger for na me mama basoni adwumaso a mo ye boa o my Ghana Ohene de kan demonstrators bia ni ho no mo a in the records of the police omokoye demonstration a omo ama advance notice to the police it's in their records. In fact, they told us we have given them enough time for preparation. Because of the advance notice, they deadlock at a point, misunderstanding be by and now it was just about the time I had the Initially, we had written a notice to the Regional Police Command. The Regional Police Command decided to write back that same day to us, telling us that they cannot protect and safeguard the protesters. No? And we found it very, very unprofessional. And so we reacted immediately, instantaneously after their letter. No?
Not grounds. They
didn't even show any grounds. Okay. They didn't put in why they could not. They just said it in a very clear. You said they will not. And we also saw the he said it was very arrogant in nature. And we reacted and told them, say, then you have no business being a police officer. They don't want to work.
You wrote that to the police.
Yeah, because what's the one to me? Or you are obeying? What's the one to me? And we wrote that to the police.
Okay.
And one IGP who said there be send you and yet into a fray say the men no have not behaved professionally. These are the words of the IGP in a meeting. Now, Onwa Bepese Obema Sebi. Periperio aba yinkita hudim. Nti say wadi ade na every regional nsem e dey aba national. Nti wadi ye ma owura Yohunu one ye number 2 and some other officers. Nti in our first meeting we met owura Yohunu, owura Kenyeboa, owura Awini, owura Soraj and the lady Habiba. And a meeting. And your table, you say, you perceive a demonstration. No, so, you know, now. Dear, how one say, yeah demonstration no overnight ade achene asa to aso no eno ne omo haw na dia ye no akwese omu ni akade a omo betimi dia ye saa anadwo adwuma no ena edu anadwo nso a esanse etutrasem ne anadwo akromfo ne boni ekoso nti no omo pesenka yen twinsensen na enke yen pontem enti yani o ma anya adwen se aposifo se bi yatia se aposifo boy ho ban ena sorry for so all night pa omutimi ekobo mo ho ban na di enti na omuntimi ti ye na akwete se personnel on backup night patrol ni we enti no they would not be able to ena we so because say yen frey ho sorry enti no they think say anything could be the case enti no omuntimi nye the ordinary things.
Okay, mami bisa yes I twema Ghana for p abisa se dem botaye ntina na anajo mo pese because demonstration they are the daytime no bia hu bi nipa enam mountain so bi pese odwane anu adwane na ehu nipa cry ba na media abe capture and all that.
Okay.
And then tina mo de anajo da so ma ya da na mo pese mo ye demonstration.
Bibia esi o mai bia mu no eba abra enuoma bia sebio ne pompon so no aya akese we may have seen demonstrations in Ghana in the past no you acquired to say fanfare sporting activity be let's just have a walk and until no empenifon fa demonstration serious. In fact, most empenifoni feel say oh omo nante na omo bra na omo agya na omo the petition abana yes we dey share carpenters. And this time we wanted to show to the world say we are a very serious group of people and nyoma ACC wo man we mu no e too serious say the recalcitrance of a president on person obetie ne man for asem na even when you are telling him not to climb your friend is a staircase of a hired your friends or chartered aircraft no na o kase musu kra na me ye ne mo enti ne ye besu anajo amade ache
na anajo so obi ehu
obi abehu. Now we'll come to the second point, which is the most important point. The most important point is where say ura Ohene Gyan oye adwuma ifra no pa kopem ebia no num wapon ye pese ura Ohene Gyan timi ba program ni bi anopo ko adwuma no ojai adwuma no bese ne ko di demonstration achi a Ghana for adwuma productivity be ko from that day and it will be blamed on Arise Ghana. Yes, ye pese Ghana sorry. And until Jadini no yes won kwadwuma no kwa no pedwa because an opedwa de ede yam ma me dwamu ana adwom de hwe school an opedwa de nti won kwadwuma no pon adwa na watimi ababi and until ne demonstration ne ko share awia 12 yen ya dwuma sai yen ni adwuma yen yen be dikan ahase na afi omo a omo ewa adwuma omo be kwa adwuma no omo so afternoon num no omo aba abedi omo de omo do
no bi pon adwuma oyo ba okoye aduan amani kunu no akohwe ne mba oye be ma opon ye no okofie akohwe ne busuafo na wabre na wagege na home no prepare for the following day we go on cry word him said no nine no was sorry. Now we prepare no num now we fifia and all of that. At the time the people target group and ajuno na him for na ebeba sa na aju demonstration.
I'm say demonstration. Answer cry na yebe shebre no. Ye di kai call rounds. Na nsema hodo a ye te ye pa na enu nti no. E wo se ye sa bre ne kwhye ho no was that ye started anopa no nsia na say be a free no nso bre ni mu akopema nwumre na. Sa bre no nipa pi na on person ba demonstration no. Na omo wa adwuma. De tosu mienu na omo enso so ebi a aban adwumayefo ye hu kra se wa pie kra ko demonstration a ebe ha adwen enu ti na wo say ye nyina no ye te ase say the best way no is to make sure say ye betie nipadom a na omo de omo ade hiade ato ye nim no say enke be ya enke ye ma ne nkwa nwumre na se ne be omo so betimi ayden ababie enu ti ye de and a group way so no enye your friend is saying ebi a group back pi e na ono afifi ne se ne wanyini adu ba bia wadui sesi no as we in our records we have 63 different groups Omabe join Arise Ghana.
Okay.
So that's how come.
Okay.
So to continue with the police, it was very surprising. Say, you know, Mokasa ya can't say be pon no no. I feel yam call overnight. Ne be no no. They still went back and came back to us and said, "Sir, and kebeya nke ntwemra be se no nsia." Into the last meeting, Ura Suraj, our director of operations, Ghana Police Service, and I see okay. It looks like sad time. No, I say no. Emrene yaso. Into Nkwandi and Quebec say the median between 6 and 10 no, 8. Into no. Yeah, shedding can yes okay 8 and yes. Na the entire 10 ne so ne say. Akasa fwa ombe kasa sabre no more Dawson 63 member group. I mean, you can imagine say we could be any paba kasa. You can imagine say it will take a lot of time. Obianso nanu December also the tuga. Kuyafo be can be fishermen can be truck drivers can be taxi drivers can be boat to 4 can be obi can be you know untimi kan bi kasa boanso nhane ne yem enti na chese o se yem obi aka bi Sunday. In fact, you know, Soraj, every year, no, near the you say every year, yenti who are saying BM because a or no, not send you so they call what we call community engagements. You call community engagements, no, you catch almost say a bit pound on what you Quesiada. I said, yeah, we are bear one ho. And Madame will be a medium, a friend, say, demonstration, no, I put it for us all court. And I say, oh, how? I say, I'm so court now. My time now, I'm the Bapon, or Mompany. And I say, oh, time I any director of operations, or no, in charge of where I carry, you know. And he, me kind letter now, me who said the content was just full of, you know, what I will call a party propaganda, you know, wedding. I just took it as I had to say police need the Ohene Gyan. Someone is pushing them to do what they are doing because there was no time. Yet say discuss the route. And baby, Jubilee House anymore. Yeah, there was no time. It was a problem with us and the police. So.
Demonstration no na aspect be na you TV no so on.
Okay. So at some point yes who say omako court omako judgment. Maybe I say the lawyer you can stay unima de cro. Say stay you file stay near serve obi. Na say stay no and stay na say and bring it the case to Nogatory. Na say this year ruling on the state, yeah. Then I don't think so.
Okay, so you share sequence ni.
Okay.
Police for no echo court say na ko injunction to restrain seven demonstration. No.
No, in fact they were talking about the route.
The route and the time. Okay. And a court no partial grant. Court no grant ma won say.
Yes.
Mong shasie and saying no pong.
Yeah.
That was what the court ruling no ekai.
Yeah.
And a momo leaders no say mon yes adie no ntum. Enti no mo be call appeal.
Appeal.
Na mo call appeal no na mo apply for stay of execution of a ruling na court no order na court no MI.
Yeah.
Okay. I hold now one.
Yeah, finally, serve woman. In fact, the bailiff served them, the police service. And after you are served, I know, say, it will mean, say, you can't execute the ruling. In fact, ruling the crap person executioner, it should take some days.
Oh, more the idea too. But this is a just what they are. Mujina Mako say na expert they are. Expert they say.
In fact,
and I call expert. And the court says they should be on notice. So eventually on notice.
We were it was on notice to Bernard Mona.
Oh, okay.
But not to Ghana. Because Bernard Mona was the second defendant.
Oh, okay.
Until we were not served.
But eventually, I said, all represent him.
No, he wasn't, because he's the second respondent. And he could not have, been a second. No, because he was singled out. In fact, if he was the one representing us, like the second defendant.
Okay.
So it meant that we were not saved.
Technically,
we were not saved.
But you have constructive notice.
That is true. But I mean, when we are being technical, so
Bernard Monan mum and a challenge.
Yes,
the decision. Okay.
So the ruling was a compelling ruling on all of us. So what became of the case was that there are several police.
Okay.
Even while the demonstration has started.
Several police. The police for Angie.
They were served. They were duly served.
One of my leaders in the said, as a police for almost 7 women. They said, order from above, say, Momunji, any service.
But they were served
from the court.
They were duly.
They were not served.
These are words that the bailiff came to speak to.
So I was saying, as far as
these are the things what say order from above, say more munji. Also on the bailiff so the board I crowd
what me touch reasonable distance now.
Yes.
Or go prove service.
Yes, I know there with me. And that's the law. So only say these have been the process
after Senna application for stay no yade abe serve woman.
Yes.
And I'm on say.
And on many betna say we are now na demonstration. In fact, na your station or Obra Sport. Ye train say nyame ya adom na aposi for ne ba na no mutna se we. In fact, they notified us of a meeting. Nti yes, in fact, you mu cheye. You mu be say the way now must show bad faith, Yeah, last minute and come over my demonstration, I can't say immunity crime yen shia omo na ye dey go the normal route na any my end, because once we had filed the stay it was operational on them.
Now
there are two schools of thought. There are two rulings. In fact, yesterday we met our lawyers and I conclude in my mind say our lawyers will have to file beyond now an issue of contempt against the police service. Yes, because the pair there any entiasia rulings mienu no ekano police for no the yadwim no omudifo
rulings mienu second one here dey here.
Okay, the second one is that
because me na me entiasia ne say
okay
once amwa Bernard Mona aye application for stay. The application no a pending application and say in determine yeah fix it for the feet also.
It's on the 12th of July.
Oh, no application for stay no.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought say feet was fixed for 5th also.
Yeah, I think it's on the 12th.
So it means that it has not been heard.
It's not been heard.
Okay. Indeed, I will ruling now. And maybe say ruling there way and now refer to. But apart from judge, ruling now or my more apply to stay, until said that application is heard, there's not a second decision. The decision and I'm more apply for stay of execution of that decision. And technically until say courts now obey determines our application be determined there's no second ruling. Second ruling.
That's where there are two schools of thought. Where it could be say once we served it, it's like an injunction. It plays also like an injunction in the the processes of the court, because it will mean nothing if they will say "Oko file stay for stay if it's executed, it will mean nothing. It may have been done already, but so it will operate like an injunction, which when served on you, it takes effect from service.
A bit technical, very
technical,
very interesting, because you see,
yes,
ma yenchim say,
okay,
Senka police for no NA application for stay, and after my application for stay, no still now no omo go ahead, so mo koye adie na omo no say and stay na. Then you can say they're acting in bad faith. In this case, rather a mum na mo apply for stay.
For stay.
Once stay of court
ruling in favor of the
ruling well, me say it was in favor of the police because court na nkasa mamo nyam demonstration. Court no say mun demonstrate, but wa mamo time frame within which mun nyam demonstration. Money nyi ho, enti no mo apply say mo appeal against. Who appeal a two things. Other say appellate court no beka say near court we ma ye no eno na ono wagye atum ana say wa very wasesa really we na ye ma ye no. Enti no until sa decision no ebeba no what it means in say wona nka wo apply for stay no there demonstration na wo ye say wunya ye wie a an action nka sa ni obi so wona wo say yan stay a na yesesa decision na it would have been rendered negatory no say wo no go ahead to do the very thing now we apply to stay na we go back to court no now we call for the ade bi. You get a point I'm making.
I get a point.
Because mo na wo say you person
it's for that reason enti na catch up position for say in fact the court ni rule here no yan person be call Independence Square Independence Square the person here kwa and ke truck come police force here ko Independence Square.
Okay.
Independence Square o man pani bi ani ho o man pani bi ankoje bosia 271 billion eye hawa ye hu ba bi esika ne wo be pem ne yes esika ne be round my way mu ade ma betimi aye no enye bi ni de ekokokoso no e na o man pani bi ankonkotwa ye fence Achimota Forest se wo ye no ye friend se mra kwam ya betimi afa so yusu Achimota Forest ni bi o man pani bi asa nyoma numu a ye hu demonstration o man pani bi ante Independence Square ye ko de wa kwa kusu a kire no ana de to so mienu ye catch a police for say day 2 of the demonstration no I was saying ye ko Kenufriata ho na e firi ho a na yakọ ye Parliament House enti ye say ya adwen say ye be ko Kenufriata ho day 1 day 2 no ye be ko Parliament enu nti no mo ma ye kwan na ye nko Kenufriata ho in fact ye ni ora yo no team meeting me dey aye futuo e dey amano because oyobi am respected papa in fact there are so many of them that you know dealia and you know they have become almost like friends and family or almost like we are buddies so what meeting ya etise say mu already no yen kra no your suspicion say politicians been a time wachi mamo ye de mo ye no then he picked the call immediately pick a call na feel he say or a servant into ntimi me yenko. Then it was like, wow. So the meeting, not just a fasobia bi subiem. And yes, okay. Some my young choir kwan na ye pese ye kono. Na mo kwan na mo se monya ruling na na pese ye kodi ya ye kra ye nko ba bia biem. Ye be stay wo Obrasport ho. E ho na ye start ye stay na ye te ya ne se emrantie bi dia mika afi mu twifa nipa so. Kasa ni nyam so na Ora Bernard Mona so akohia obi a o she Arise Ghana t-shirt. Yeah, Onipa Krono was identified by one of the Arise your friend is saying Ghana members no say oye post ni wo Central Police Accra. Enti woni ni nua police ni nanam ba akohye Mufti na ba akohye Arise Ghana. Na Arise Ghana no so shirt no e shirt a ebim ko twa ya no mo ton enti no
obi atimi to
na meetings ayeye ni nyina no na police for tai ka say ye obi bi a ye frɛ no agent provocateurs yeah on ba be frying enti no ye yankasa no baby e ko ye bia no we made sure say ye benya ade a eye security a ebetimi identify nipa omoba demonstration and we even advise say they should come in groups so that obia ono kra ye kontokra obeba on his own no oba ono antimi ma meye ye friends agent provocateur no then again what we also told demonstrators ne say until say leadership be move no obia move intimate suppose for detro blatant lies and you see detro at least magana fo hu say ubuomo na nyansa da wo mutrim. Why never call demonstration? Or con leader ni nanim or no asemeko. So we have said it, and it's very categorical against the police. Said they staged whatever happened on day one. They stage it. I have. There is okay. Who producer bet me the bag about? A buona moto back on. A buona police ni na no to buono. Uni me ade na mototo. A buobia. I te say omoana akoye. Te say dokuna ya boa. Aye din. I have got 1 year, and na ye call rounds, ye call visit. Omo pre-prano. Na omo de buone boa back on na de odi nachi e fire. If I was think or trouble, police in the back, and I have it, and I have it here.
Okay.
Now, so you see,
and you meet to us some Nasia na agent provocateur na as a police for and started to tow.
Look, you see, because no demonstrator will move when leadership has not moved.
Okay,
that's our belief, a firm belief, and we have not moved. They should show us which of the leaders.
But at the time now, it wasn't a movement.
The police is alleging, say, some people were forcing their way through their barricade.
That's why no cameras capture
so
media for
so
like say mo ties na media no so na media no capture life and you
look. You see, so it tells a story of how the Ghana Police Service has lied. And it's
these people are these people police people?
These people
are they police people?
These are people who were provoked after the tear gas. After the tear gas, the first tear gas that Omoto,
okay.
In fact, Omoto first tear gas it fell in the midst of the police.
Okay.
And Omoto second one, and Omoto and your crowd and disperse and maybe we could judge where you through a police. Police for this overhead
no moto at that time say na moment control sankrofoi
we could not in fact exactly.
So you see the danger was
I'm tempted to call you my lord you
see
there
be
no, but on air where they are not in the court.
My lord is reserved for judges, high court judges. If you
the ACA
just call me lawyer, I'm okay with that.
The ACA no many tear gas ne two no and a dispersed crowd no. So we were just in a shock as to what could have caused that and you and you who say
this is what has
happened.
Okay, me da say abono nwotwe sisi at least o end no ye born to far mutimi achieve at the Kudianti and 2 days, most of my demonstration, were you able to achieve that objective?
Well, Matisse say I buy a reduce fuel last atom in 2 days. Senkenya so mutu dia, I think Senka yenya a bit of success. Because Sebi, the ane can say ebia wa aban mu awjifu free. But Sebi aboa udwan, if you free tena ni hu nwinti hu. Nipa pi enkasa ejidi say ohene de otofu ko adwuma ote the pinch of it na sabi o clients ntimi nka say before say ebia obeji case no kra no na ebia wa charge me say by hu say inflation account botom ntino me so me inflate cost no enu ntino fuel ya de a very key essential to, and you see where we have become almost like a free consultants to government. Because at the end of the fuel, just Togo here, any Cote d'Ivoire, 35 cities. O convert to music and Ghana schema, 35 cities. 35 cities. O Burkina, and a landlocked country, Onipo. Yeah, and Konokra and Kosen petrol block cost no, on only the end 38. O Nigeria, 20 cities. And then Ghana, you fuel air drew 50. 51, in some cases 60. So if you ask these questions and answers are brought to you as if say yen care, the two person catch and say Togo for or my buying or my dream or my man for Ghana buying. That's what you want to mean.
Okay, so you achieved the objective.
That's on petrol. We achieved it and lost it the second day after.
Okay.
And then you see on the case of Sasi Semne Kenoforiata Sikanto to year, Yamo 2 weeks.
Okay.
after 2 weeks no na enkuntabuo no ne sa sika semo a yehu se ayira sika bi wo a opti ne din a Ohene ya nyina ya ka from enkroma penso abepem kofo apenso kofo ko hepik sika ya de che o man Ghana, but for his magnanimity and his prowess and even his style ebi kura nka ya nu ho Mills ne mahama beje abenwa no baby omu pagya Ghana sika sem koduru ye no. I can quote several of and then penny for Motiabemu and how they felt about how much Ghana was, indebted. And if and then it make us say, my penny bako in less than 6 years, what Bob Bessia 271 billion. What? I hoping 271 billion and says it cannot be real economy and a dollar and a in I want to say. These are things that when you just think about you want to mean tiasie.
Okay.
And only and your ma we have to give them some ample time. Can we forget that the other one the Obeka says mommy time. So we have even given him enough time.
Mama the 2 weeks.
Say omrana omechechi.
Listo Nana Poku, a leading member of the Arise Ghana demonstrators said yamana mrepi our church and see nyinam the amai enyumbre ansana na wechi Reverend Charles Owusu, who is a political analyst na wechi Pelgrave Boache Dankwa or a government spokesperson for governance and security enyumbre democracy jumadi and I was saying Kessben television UTN Kessben radio 93.3 and 92.9. We are also live on Facebook live and I sign our live our YouTube and you discuss demonstration no issue. No I didn't share with Susie and was same bisano the abano boss to tell the issue of IMF Ghana going to IMF. Lord Osei to Buenim says, lawyer tell Listowell that nowhere in Ghana here that churches organize all night in the streets. Listen, that one for you. This one says, Ghanaian politicians are not telling us the truth. NPP riding on corruption, police brutality, hard economic hardship, high fuel prices, etc., and came to power in 2001. NDC also sang the same song, and again power in 2009. MPP sang the same song and came to power in 2017. Today, NDC is so singing the same song also to come to power again. So Ghanaians do not believe these people. This one says, long one, I'll try and make it short. Good evening to you, lawyer. Thank God we're having two men of God on the program today, and I hope they are not going to lie to us. Lawyer, I have been voting for the MPP since 2004, but this time I am really disappointed. Where are the men who claim to have? This government said IMF is not an option, and there was no way Ghana will go to IMF. So what happened? Yanum are mocking us, but our lips are zipped because of what is happening. Okay, I've tried. I cannot read all, but I've tried to. Teacher Bonti Keller from Asante Achim of France says, good evening to lawyer. Is that time people learn sense in terms of joining selfish politicians in any demonstration? What happened to this man? No party member or convener will come to his aid. Now, if care is not taken, you lose your sight. Nanado pa IMF for what? Greetings, Imadrenchi MP for Asante Achim Central. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Nana Yao from Kumasi. Congratulations to Reverend Charles Owusu. Although the peaceful demonstration turned out to be riot, their grievances were heard. For the first time after I got married for the past 12 years, I have not paid my children's school fees. Meanwhile, I am working. Oh, things are really hard in Ghana, you say. Good evening to you, lawyer, and your I guess panelists. Lawyer problem in this country is that we spend more than we earn. If our leaders don't stop this behavior, we will continue to wallow in abject poverty. Father SK from Kenya Sikumasi sends us this message. Okay, 2 minutes and I'll come to the studio. This one says, Ajambori Baba from Yamuase, the rope of IMF has held the neck of Nanado and Baumia after critiquing NDC as people who don't know anything about the economy. Today, the economy is completely messed up and torn into pieces. Posterity is really judging MPP government. Mahama come and rescue Ghana and Ghanaians, he says. Now, this one says, Nanadu science tutor TKSHS Kumau says, good evening to you, lawyer. In fact, Mr. Kusi is a man I admire so much, but for him to have said that increasing teacher salary, now ain't discussing teacher salary. Now this one says, Damkwe from Yenehini, good to IMF, a big headache, but we should keep fingers crossed and see what will happen because we are in difficult times. Greetings to Honorable Isaac Kofi Mafu, you say. Now this one says, Oyibo Boating from Achuma Nyerebehin in Kumasi. The NDC shouldn't accuse this government of going to IMF because without COVID, Ukraine war, teacher and nurses training allowances and free SHS still went to IMF. Greetings to Professor Miao Ekumfi. You said, this one says, Lord Osei Tutu at Buenim. Lawyer, tell this, so I've read this message at the Mrs. somewhere. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please ask the NDC man how come those he said they have lost their jobs will return from the same jobs they have. Na yen kan za semu we will have you bring. Listen what kind. Oh, okay. Then let me conclude. Then let me conclude. Then let me conclude what you were saying. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please ask the NDC man how come those he said they have lost their jobs will return from the same job they have lost. NDC full of inconsistency. Okay, Mike, I pride the Kumasi sense that. Oh, okay, this was very true what he said. Now this one says, okay, Kwame Acidity, I have for Achirensia says President Akufo-Addo has received some money than any government in history of this country, but nothing to show. The hardship Ghanaian citizens are going through is as a result of bad policies formulated by the MPP government. Hardships are due to high fuel prices and unnecessary taxes. John Dramani Mahama come and save us from this economic hardship Ghanaians are facing today. You say. Now this one's okay. Let me come back to the studio. Okay. Okay, so yenya Professor Bafo Ajimandua ewo ahoma so yene no entwetwe nkomo kakra about this IMF issue. Prof Bafo Ajimandua yema wajo.
Mejo so opanyini lawyer.
Pacho na umpum etisen.
Oh nyame adom ene empire boya obi a meho ye pa.
Yeda obo ade ase. The last time ye betna studio ha na ye ka economy hu asem na ye ka ochre adwen pi ema akwanya pi ene akwanchira na ebia ye faso a ebeboa ye. Now eventually no president say wa makwan say finance minister ene IMF for enya nkitahudie na yenhwe say yebekọ akọje emwa ebetimi aboa na yetimi ama Ghana economy no enhyehyeye no etimi atoto yie ote saa semi ofa ne sen
Nene ekwan bi so no eye menwanwa ena ekwan bi so no anye menwanwa kra de ye menwanwa no ne se emra na ye mampanyi na otigwamu ni owo position no ode na badi akire omoki kan sembebre tia mampanyi na otia kunyom samre no John Mahama se bio we panyi na wanyu adwuma yi na ayekwadwofo a na akọ IMF kwadiska enti numra yenyenim sesebe economy now no enko yie no na nim se ebeya dina ma wo mo se obi ansem okeka nsem bi asebe igbo obi sa no besa da ho na fi di ose na ekọ ho na menyini se bi a se de si ai no mo ntime nko na bia nya mi wanwa so ne fe sadia na nsem si kọ ne sika sem si kọ omo fa ba bia na apim omen ya jibosia enye we nko free kufo wo free abamu na ya kai di nyina 8 billion is on record ena tamels buy odi ni meni yankopon friend ko ena Iram Hama buy ena odi buy ya bedu say 130 something billion so na hono na opposition at the time NPP for Mukase mabaka mu de chese man ko bobu se mu ntimo nya adwuma na muka ya ni na amafo de anugum ye funafu na moba ya e kakra mu mabebo aka ho no e kan de John Mahama ye so entin de anya me wanwa ameke na kodu mu bi afekura de kase ekopọ bisi akura ye maye ye be maye so a interest wo ho eso na je say nye kura so be kase okopọ bisi enintin enne nipa dia no tu aya mafu ye be ko anaye nko be ko anafe nko na nimu se me esi akoduro no e kwa anye be ko eno na anye no manwa no na me chance mo esi chire your politician your someone some opposition na mo kasa ya mo chen kakra mo nyin ho kakra sama bo de nkwa won samu a sabi o dwen se eye bicycle bi no bi eka o e ba won samu a na yo si de nyame adawro ma akọ NDC nsem ena ba NPP nsem eni nyina isi ati onye hu se when this nsemu e wo NPP nsemu adekro na yehu bisin abo eni IMF ko ena yehu
Prof na ebi akase sani awokani na ebi nso akase senkanya COVID-19 ene bai ena Russia ene Ukraine so ede asiani a na nka wosha mamuo nhyehyeye a NPP mpanyimfo no na wode agu akwan ene anamo ana aban na etu asabre na ekamia yese na nka wo bo ho modern pa na saa ndema mienui a mawiase afa na nyinaa obia ye din amanui ene din ebedru ba bia yedru ana
so bi kan saa enye trokra enye tro na no demonstrations arise Ghana for ye so sha kosu wiase ba bia India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Ecuador, Chile, London. They say quite the say London railway workers almost was struck at train criteria in Cambio. Mexico, it's all over the world. A free pandemic as a global economy. No, now Russia for Putin, so Ukraine for the Entokwa makes you cry, maize, the idea pan, it's my dear pan called why not. Say panel cross bokos nti obika sa enya no correct na minimum dem person mechanism say enokra ma necessary MPP abana kufu na ban wo bo bom modern ban the bedroom rebia ka ho chembe straba the best aba dent na make us on Ghanaian economy no abrofo bi be a friend say a dependent economy just economy is be so obi pesi external be so include the missing point dependent just say any economy no NC and client
ye dan crofobia
ye dan crofobia in Joshua for 60 something years ye independence for 70 years sa economy sa ne kromwa this is the 17th time 17th time yeah ko IMF the kwa bia ni abeso ya withdraw ya buy na search one year ko make us mitro minia na me fancy a pobia me person de that's esisupoyi the only period in our life at Ghana since independence in 1967 the only period I am called IMF is between 1972 and 78. The record is there.
A champion time.
Thank you. That was a champion time. The only period I am called IMF. And that period also, no. Even though the last 2 years or so, the economy say bribery, corruption, something. But that time, no. Yanko Amefo, that have produced enough rice to export rice to the Burkina and Mali. That time of feed yourself by a Diane one year. That time land young Kirka Noma be brave, I feel the cheat by a Kirka Noma Sanla to talk a cracker. No, so I won't try my Penny. The only time. And you know, tell me, say, policies be or what? Osanka ya banya yenya omusia ye de eboaye e bi ne example policies no ye di kan o self reliance ye nia ye mo ehumode aduane e betia aduane ha no ye nia ye nkra bibia ne betia ye nkra se Ghana ye kra bibia to pick a cry kra Empabua, a year furniture. In Kumaya Kumasi Shoe Factory. A good year. A tampon trust or very Bible. And no matter brave. So, it is the self-reliance philosophy, and yet the foundation I build the economy. Then the dependent economy, I make a better now. So far as the economy is dependent on the outside economy, no. Yebeko IMF akwa. And this is in India, near Bessia. Let's forget the champion no is so journey. Let's forget so you cool to PP abaya Roman antecedent to NPP abay. Let's forget say where your bonibi ma yekuno. Let's forget all that. But let's recall say the policies that he initiated, you know, are the only policies that can save this nation. Let me tell you another thing. A champion time was the only time where Ghana government, it makes us say you're taking majority share in our mineral wealth. Gold in the manganese here, you give 51%.
Okay.
And you know, we feel say there's something we need to learn from that period, 72 to 78.
The better say Prof. Enyumbre, Professor Yedasipa, Professor Bafo Ajimandua, and a friend no ebisa na watch na dwen Enyumbre na enka wo se o dwane na wantumi ambanti ejina dwenche on the issue. Now, back to the studio. This issue, Ghana to go, not to go, are we there, are we going? What are the implications and all of that? IMF, and some Reverend Misha say in free what time. I just said me to channel to say, me born 555. Me born 5 minutes here. I am Ghana and IMF.
Kasatintin toponko, and yet tintin. openi wakasa nyansa mu pa wakasa yi pa so the wo oman mu ni say ye wo all the fine brains but ye sum amanyuko ye sum oman eni ntina ye do bi adri enti wo hwe ye amanyo sema ye ya that time okay e be kan say sabe na ni tie credit the hobe bresa between 1972 and 78 kra ni timi enya nyansa say ye former goodie ayetu no as say Ghana timi oni ayenya check 51% na the ono de sike be shemnya 49% na ye ani bie bae no aye sua ngoma bebrebe ne de percentage na ewo cause ye te oman mu a sabe obi ono multinational bakro yi o to gold wi a ni sika obenya no mfa so no timi di mu 98% ko do je 2% o hase de odi kono so nyesi na odi ko dollar na odi ye de odi ko enti esusu sanso beba oman so na so da make no ye sum amanyuko ye nsum oman ye botai nyina no say it's between the MPP and NDC. Okay, MPP about power, NDC person about power, and the NSO ultimately. This MPP fail. Into on the back of the failure, and will beat me the abba. And to share, they see budget reading one for almost 6 months. Now back and forth. Or mine oh, ye pesikadia yes abo mine ho brano. Amanyoku bi say, sir. Policy audi bay me mfuaso ntimi mane go through
they 11
you know the kwan bia me fa so bia because na no me te say Ewura Haruna Idusu ka say o matimi aboa atimi a chichira ban ama ban ntimi and receive enough revenue and say ko timi de enya sad but because baba ka say ayo because when the comparison when the MDC was in power the baby say and you can't the chairman promotion papa na ka ho asem say ye kasa ye be kan at a point in time baby you gina and there ye hwehwe aya ye hwehwe ye kasa yi pa because it will come back to us ye be kasa because MPP e kasa fa anamuntu owura mahama pens wo to call IMF ntino now it's our turn so we kroma akwesa say jackpot bi na ato there are people who are happy because MPP has failed and no more IMF and young so we are panicking so it is because see I mean no say me call go filling station be me do na petrol bana diesel ni ho and I'm so okay me do kroma mesa but me do munche hey me call higher there's no petrol there's no diesel na ahoche na eba no enya manyokuo ho kire e o man ho kire. It is not about say ahoche na call MPP for so na NDC for ho beto mo. Now what about those who are not even politicians as well? And we feel that we have to come back, think as Ghanaians. Because NDC echo IMF. That time we said mismanagement. Today, the issue is what? You can't Ukraine wants them, you can't COVID wants them. Abra will be as soon say we are saying as why I but how now me person me can't Ghana some me person me call other countries because we are ne enema esi oni kurom and they determine and answer a chere de o man no hye ebe because when we talk about Ghana today free education to go bi ni ho anamwa see warehouse or Ghana say bi ni ho industrialization see factories or maybe they don't have it. So when you do those comparisons now because obia na hye den e woni mamu ba me su maniwa e de na ban o teso sisi ene o man ye betima ye a situation na ye komu no e betimi nya nsesaye bi wo mu abema o man ma ho den akushi wo mu because say ope no cry ba kope ene ma boy de ene ma e koso every day na I rehearse me wo mu say atade kosora nya da bia enta atade nche but e ka aduane a e ka obi bia
okay
say aduane bo start say kosora affect everybody because aduane dey we dey ade chia no pa obedi obedi awia obedi anwumre but empa bo dey woto na say be nya bosome echi because na wonto obi enti say niam bi kosora I mean kakra wa wona obetime dey say okay let me run around this but aduane so na e ka aduane so e ka bibia enti na fa ho hasam dey ehia
okay
me feel say by the edu no enye dede whether or not they said they are good managers and now the issue has come and they are going back to IMF. But Mimi should say, what are they going to put on the table in order to win us from that, baby, because ya kobimu, ye free money asakomu. It means that something is wrong.
Okay.
Bibi wa yenye ni ye aso ma. Say ya yenye ne sadia. Akwasi beba. Ye be hu say okay. Ye be do ekọ awie no na ne ma say. Na kwabena ba na abe okay na ekọ awie na asan say. E ba no say oman ma na ye hu eden. I think that a time has come. Let's put all the best brains around. Na yen hwe nhihye pa. Ye niema wo ye manyimu ye bitime nya sika wo ho ye be nhihye papa to ho se be oman bitime nya sika pa ye den afri mu sa na obi ye ama ne amanfo man ye den etu mponko onim Ghana ntimi egie ho den efri
but that's Reverend Charles Owusu and wo hwe no etie no enwumre menko pegrave na benje na dwenche IMF people are confused. I said that okay say hey Ghana ye ko ana say ye bopono ana ye ko ana say den why then they see and all that. Unfortunately we don't have much time, so let's try and do that within 5 minutes.
IMF Omanpeni President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo cabinet meeting na watching and na on the IMF in for din komo and obo modern a share the Minister for Finance say on the IMF for and shall see din komo na yen hwe senia ye betumi have a IMF program no cre a very difficult time ema we asia fanenya we asia bebre akọ IMF program almost so mo hwe senia on betumi aboa ye ama on economics no abasro ye gidi say senior president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo owo to me sawan woden ni nyansa obebo modern pa ama ye wie IMF program yi ansakra na yakwakoto aba 7 December 2024 IMF they into me find politics ebinum person the politics but you into me find politics it's say we are safanenya na yedin na eyampa yani IMF for ebe sha se din komo na wotwe senya munya mu hu ye no Ora Gabi Asaroche Dako ye member of the MPP a leading member edin komo bi etoto honum Ghana fo nya di ho komo na ne IMF ebe boa yen pa ene say ebe continually no investor confidence ebeba omanimu so yeah constant depreciation of the cedi no so no ebe start rise bebre ebe sign abua IMF ebe restore confidence bebre ewo your economy nim enaija tough political decisions bia ebia nankanyanka see into me enye no we can ride on the back of the IMF now yet to me make those tough political decisions but very clearly you know say yibenyesika kakra now yet to me your programs no atoto no nti yanka say be present your programs na IMF actually your programs no but even before that no osha ase ye boaboa ye ho akoyenim kakra from January say I'm kind president standard cabinet retreat March no the measures be break to 200 as I say evaluation of that now watching ministers no be break ni stakeholders share me who say enchebiano you present your papers na ebebo enye and so I say nya in reshemu any GDA say bibia you do no any decision a president and Dankwa Akufo-Addo in making at this time no in the best interest of the Ghanaian people.
Okay. It is in the best interest of Ghanaian people. What Griff Boache Dankwa, who is government spokesperson on governance and security. Benko Listo Nanapuku. Listo.
Lawyer.
Yeah, IMF.
Lokre neke ya papa. But oka it is say offers 19 crore. umiana Joanna atwetwe ekwa ebeboa mihu abanya na so den te se Akufo-Addo aban mihu bida mihu abanya oka we wa abonten udi akonwa mana ade a wo se enye no sabra no oba ma bra no kra no afei na ne manfo ehomete. As far as I know, I was very convinced to say Akufo-Addo president will never subject this country to which mess we are in now. Say, o mine, the chichire, obi ko bobesia, edi besi suku dan di besi asupiti, edi besi dwa, ene ko kumasi dwomu a, baby a condition o momoni da o. Oti abonten, ena atoto abo ba park so. Se adia oye no enya de papa nya sa na ebo bra ne kasa nko adia eslo wuso senka ne ba wadi mfie nwotwe obetima buman obi papa ebuman na ni so ade hunu odigi sika de beye atuabo no wasi gas ena mi nua abo apapo wanya adwuma ye Ghana gas na ni Ghana ha we were flaring our gas oba ye wo se ya tisika so ene komode yen obaya busianko 271 billion ene utu oye what 3 different wells mu revenue aye jejiro Ghana ha esonte nanu ya Ghana Revenue Authority so maji revenue no kra na bro so 25%. So what excuse has this government apart from profligacy, chrono, thievery, sikani piaira? What's Auditors General Reporter? Sika hodwa ayira every aban efutuom. Come here, say, Bebia sector bia yabo fund. Amani says our fund in every sector, no, including Ghana Education Fund, Get Fund. What the akwakosia wajibosia. Sani ebu mai u dia di nchiri masika na nchiri mabaye den afei ena sutro mienu ama wani hahane a afei usu kwa IMF na IMF no krampo no we hear the cooking of the books at Kenoforiata year over how many years ni we cookie books wono kwatimi ko ja parliament ene nanu asem nie ade be china no asem foforo da bia na parliamentarians etoto. Enti IMF, IMF, the diligence ekoso IMF. I am not convinced to say IMF will give us that package. I am not. They are likely to decline. Hey. Some countries have gone over 5 years, they are still in negotiation. Some countries are still there. 5 years, over 5 years, they are still in negotiations because of entro on books. On can IMF say, but me beje kwa visikano, ma fa nto aduane ama me mani, esuska na san, me dia koye campaign, ama obi abete ne to, oso nya 100,000. Oba besia. Obeka. It's on tape. Disika fa bra o manfo no, what disika no e de koye politics. Na san ye bu man, sika ne so no 33 billion no, emu keti wani e bi o no de akoma MPP fo. So mo fa koye ye friend is saying party politics o because somebody be defending no kase ne way yehu bebu hu konta no wadwane otimi dwane a osmoma memre. He is the reason why Ghana has a problem. Kenoforiata, Akufo-Addo's cousin, Kenoforiata, he is the reason why an MPP for omutimi peda omutiri enhwe because enimguas yakobia. And Aban has had to resort to doing troubleshooting. Sikari way enkuntebo kekeo on see Abdanya the SY Mahama regime na no so ye incompetent no on see mu 1%. Abdanya Mahama see Ghana no Akufo-Addo His Excellency on see mu 1%. Suku dan on see bi the friend is say Akwanya was way 10,000 kilometers ye ko hwe potholes wo mu ana yehu. And so you see, it's not about just every day doing politics and not going to work. What the PRA governance are, you fail Because this time, at the click of a button, we will know what is happening anywhere in the world. How much less Ghana? Just at the click of a button, you can know. It took what this can now be. Now we say, could you upon Kruma can't say Ghana for say what is can year Juma? Ghana, you know, what say, who the year Juma, over Philly. I can say bottom. I will cite Oman Peniko for. Yeah, he is the only president of Baya, a 24 KJTia, Kumasi Jum. Ujina will store any money about Omame Pebosia. Meboa. EBM. And yet, we have had one of our own messing up, but we are not telling him in the face. If you tell him to, they will link you to a political party as if you say, me only make a joint party, I mean, maybe I can. Me, I can't. Okay. Because you see, on my son, Charles can, you know. Say a 2 petrol more. Oh, 2 petrol, to me, because I'm young people in 10 petrol, mamma, 10 cities. Your 2 show boy, can be including or be our young people. It means now, I mean, some young people need Macama no tomb, Macama no found because my body war bam. What by the war bam and no end at 20 animal. So, boom, money and every hospital's way, MPP before hospital home. Terminal 3, MPP for home, and to quine. Yet the Sebi. Nyansa ni nimdeɛ ene ka bom ne de aye bibi ama yen nya ho faso yemfa nyansa ni nimdeɛ nka mom emfa nsa ne oma obi wo wa wonim kro no hu nyansa wo kro no hu nimdeɛ wo de ye adwuma ade ya fasika na bone bo akodi enka sa sika no kodi si factory organ ha enka so beba faso manchirima ena wo papa kan enkroma factories no ewe.
Okay.
Okay, jump on some. Okay, jump on some. Now I was here, Gume. Operation Feed Yourself. Wo bia kwaji sika. Almost 150 something million Canadian dollars. Set fire planting for food and jobs. No, na kwaji you. What is this signboard? What is this signboard? Planting for food wanye. For jobs, so wanye. Or the year signboard also be presented.
No, this is a serious allegation.
It is not. What is this signboard? And you have seen some.
No, Mahon is the signboard. As a signboard, we a chance betting me as this
signboard. And I say
signboard and get away as I
can. And I get to and also.
Oh,
and I get to you neighbor.
Oh, there is a signboard here.
Oh, grassy. And call your human and can for so bad no signboard.
Is there any audit reporter as stressor? Sikabi also the coyer planting for food and jobs or the acquire signboard.
If I can prove to you in the Auditor General's report.
Where
I don't have it here. If I brought it here, I would have shown you.
Which page?
Oh, I can just open mommy a task of about an hour. I will provide this for you.
No, but because you don't have it, why then do you say it?
But I can provide.
No, but if you don't have it, why then do you say it?
I just wanted to say planting for food and jobs, you know. And you'll be vision. Now, for you to get machinery to do agriculture, what buy no onye some machinery, you know, a sentence no, and now no they planting for the signages.
Let's so I'll come back to Charles. I think we have about 20 minutes to go. I will use some to read text messages, but yeah, call a run back on more cases say no mamba because. Na time nusa, but this time round, this time round. So Charles, remember me on this.
The woman said, "Ghana ye in idea. Oman in ye in a year. Now said Macano, sir, you do me, I do you. Politics and answer." Ghana intimate to because it's about winning elections, and when you dream say you win a ban and then quite a bit faster about me can and rap. I'm a nice to be almost say, yeah, I am on your some crack. I might be a party be opposition of us all about one way demonstration, and the other side is communication. When MPP between 2012 to 2016, and it may be on way, and I said, and that is my issue with the NDC at the moment. And they said there was a series of demonstrations organizing because most of the demonstrations now be a part of the demonstrations. But on the other side, they gave alternatives, and that alternatives now remind the public lecture now. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, big or chair the current situation and giving them the opportunity, the at that particular time, no, and we opportunity at the Babemo. I am just asking from the Union NDC for any Obi or Kasabia. Yeah, Kasa, but we are not giving solutions.
Okay.
Baby, I also say no. A dear Bena, you are John Dramani Mahama, any NDC. Given the opportunity, if they were to be in power today, what would they have done differently?
So obviously, that's almost suggestion. They say we should go to the IMF.
Yes. So the suggestion that they are giving is oh, Abai choir IMF. Okay, Abai take it decision, but be choir IMF. Pay. And so, which is which? And I want to say, look, it is Ghana. Maybe who be 2008. Ola ko phone buy ya na ban mu the fourth republic obi bie Ghana for nipa o. E ma ye hu niema bia na ye hu bi na de ye NTB. All those things I feel about 2008 and NPP akolu aba. It means that sometimes ye niema ye no and the Ghanaian voter won't be mfani nia gross na. So what you say. Enti kwanya ye faso ye aman yosem no. When we are in opposition, as ye yira buying my quambia or befaso bia, Nima Sinto Babada, Mamma capitalize on that Sintono. Eddie Abedin Kunim, Abedi or Mansono, and I ye focus as I did no. But Yakoya befaso with my Buama or my heading. That's the problem, my own.
That's the problem that we have.
But you see, until said, ye bet yes, chili or mine. Name me chichira manuko. Your mind some and yes, somebody yamuko. Not leaders a dining money and that's it. Yahua Sisa. Now you did the one carbon. Be say, look, people about Bidiso, and this a Bidiso 8 years call between 2009 and 2012 or 2016. And Yama Winum Kokoswa, Emma Yakoto Obama, Ghana for Bufunti, Abani Belusu, Yama, yes, before Fraba. We are seeing the same thing now. Then it means that they both across the divide no bibi wo ha fundamental and see na ya twe adwene ekoso because many listen we can say abandon by we see school down bakokra. I'm sure say the government of six.
I'm not saying bakokra. I can say that. I mean, I'm not a liar. But I'm talking about the quantum.
Okay.
What am I saying?
Okay. So abandon bia I want ni so do. Any baby or person dey near dey ehwe. And yes, you Ramahama, see, Terminatre, fantastic. I idea ball my interchange cycle, in a faso cover. But I buy, you know, share the meme who need the mature trotton, and she say, I buy a year at all. I'm saying, not just to praise them, but for not, if not for COVID, any Ukraine, any abandon so any year be so I can't want. I'm not sure saying baby heading your way.
Baby, I was see. I've been compared before. On this
on this issue. I mean, for heavy infrastructural works I have been here from 2017 till date. Ebi Ghana for him. Bema Kumasi International Airport, you see. Tamale International Airport, you see. Sunyani Airport, you see. Ninya almost 70% completion. In fact, Kumasi Krapo the EBBN not too long ago, EBBN recently, yeah, I remember so. In terms of road infrastructure, massive road infrastructure, interchanges, any bridges, largest in any government ever since Ghana was born from 1957. The people are aware. Water and warehouses for food storages. You're buying at the one district, one factory. 81,000 tons of warehouses completed. NDC time ni biniono. TVET, free TVET implemented. Massive investment in TVET education. Any TVET services. NDC time, very little focus on that. Ghana Post has been revived. NDC time, ne collapsing. Ghana Publishing Company, baby, Ora David, NDC time, ne collapsing. WAMCO, ya revive it, NDC time, ne collapse. Anglo Gold Ashanti, ya revive it, NDC time, almost shutting it down. My scholarships, school for school, ye increases scholarships by 70% following the digitalization agenda. NDC time, scholarships, they're limited, almost Cholera. Not a single case of cholera in Ghana in the last 6 years. Not a single case of cholera. Right to information law passed and implemented. NDC time, not passed. Motor insurance database. Implemented digitized motor insurance database. It can be accessed all across. NDC time, funding on anti-corruption agencies. NDC time, now we underfunded. Yoko, Office of the Special Prosecutor, you're setting it up. Obtaining straight pension after retirement. Your process is here. We retire 10 days. When you start straight disbursement. Wi-Fi in schools and universities. You provided free Wi-Fi in 700 schools, 42 colleges of education, and at 13 public universities. NDC time, none. Clearing of goods from ports, paperless port clearing. NDC time, manual paper and corruption. Timely delivery of medicines and blood to remote areas. Zipline drone. NDC time, tertiary payment of utility bills abolished. NDC time, no more increasing. Student loans without guarantee. Says here, person student loan here guarantee. NDC time, guarantee over here.
Last one.
Last one. Automobile industry. You establish VW, Toyota, Nissan. Doomso is a thing of the past. PL Olumba, also Abagana. Doomso is a thing of the past. Digital address system, financial inclusion, tax identification number, mobile money interoperability. All of these. Ambulance services, jobs, you're recruiting nurses, doctors, healthcare, frontline, 750,000 public sector workers. You cannot say President Nana Danko Kufuado.
Beda super grieve, beda say final one. Listen, mami can messages kakra. Then I'll come back to you. Just give me some few minutes. Make messages no kakra. DJ Opadi More from Kumasi Swami says the NDC should have won elections in Ghana, but sometimes the MPP makes some small mistakes. But this time we have learned our lessons and their money. Okay, thank you for your message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer Ima from Awoshi. Today, these inept and arrogant government and its communicators are telling us Ghana is part of IMF, so it is not wrong going to the IMF for aid, but they demonize it from 2014 to 2022. The economy was stable in 2017 because they extended the IMF program undertaken by the NDC. This kind of right to entitlement about the MPP must stop. Okay, thank you for your message. This one's okay, I've read your message somewhere. This one says, good evening to you. Lawyer Lissowo is not telling us the truth. The whole global world is in crisis. Let's not do everything with politics. I wish the MPP gave the NDC the chance to rule in this difficult time and see. NDC took us to IMF and MPP brought us out when there was no global crisis, he says. Now, this one says, they accuse their political rivals of engaging the same IMF in the economic management. Now, they are on U-turn to involve the IMF as their source to solve the economic woes. Shame onto my NPP government. Gibson Kwabi Owusu from Brenya, Kumasi sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Isaac Mensah, mathematics tutor at BBNE SHS Technical School in the Western North Region. Sir, I'm telling you categorically, no government has built schools more than Akufo-Addo government. He says it's a categorical statement he is making as a tutor. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, MPP should tell the truth state of economy and stop blaming COVID-19 and Europe war. Then safety boots is made in Ukraine, and I bought 5 pairs early this year for my workers, and comparing the one I bought 2 weeks ago, increment is very slim, but cassava don't need fertilizer to survive, but currently very expensive at Malam market. And we cannot even buy it. Again, GRA boss should have been resigned by now, because how did Gabi Ochredako, how was he able to get information about e-levy performance after a month of implementation? Joseph Ablikuma who want to find out. But I think this information, if you want to source it, you can get it. Good evening to you, lawyer. I stand to be corrected. I never had revenue from the mining sector have been discussed in our budget since 2008. Where has the money used for? Collins from Obuasi will want to know. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. In fact, Nanado Baumia administration has failed the good people of Ghana because they said it when they were in opposition that John Mahama was incompetent. That is why he went to IMF. By then, should we describe them today that they are more than the word incompetent? 2024 JM Beba Okofo Date near Captain Jawa from Atebubu Amanting Municipal sends this message. Okay, this one deleted. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Ya Baby from Sokoban. Ghanaians should not be happy because you are going to IMF. We should forget about that and pay the e-levy. What can I say, Ya Baby? E-levy no mutia. Lawyer Taliso Nanapoku that he shouldn't think with his mustache he can deceive because General Frifa had better and also braver than him. Mike Apradi Kumase, I'm sure you know him. He says don't deceive. So with your mustache, very interesting one there. Okay, some more. My unborn child can even rule this state for far better than that of Akufo-Addo and his running mate, Dr. Baumia. Big ups, Arise Ghana demonstrators, and my regards to all NDC members and all Chelsea fans globally. This one is coming from CJ inside New Ningo Stamford Bridge. This one I'll come to you soon. Let's me few minutes. This one says Dankwe Nyenehin says Ghana needs to rise again, but it will take competent leader like Honorable Kennedy or Ohene Gyan to lead the party to break the 8. Greetings to JFK Nanabi and Stephen Ayensu in team. This one is coming from Evans in Tutuka Obuasi. Says, lawyer, thank you. I say thank you to the hardship we are facing today will be a thing of the past as government puts in measures to solve them. Ghana's economy will bounce back strongly. He says, thank you for your message. Okay, Mami, come back to the studio. Listen.
Lawyer. Ade ba kwa ye wie no ade ba kwa mpese metu menuanom a omo aban mu nyina afo say slogan enye economy bia ye wo wiase we mu da planting for food and jobs, one district, one factory, one village, one dam. Hey, slogan hearing. Now this slogan is to honor and who adwuma no wonye no na wa achieve den eka by now e wo senke mabu na omo waga na ha nya adwuma ye no eka mo de tawto say e mabu na wo ha nyina no mo ni adwuma ye ene omo moda me biem eno na wo se wa ye den wa ye one district, one factory. Now don't say si obo no waka wako fa drones about drone no me who drone I fly there moja komo obi da ebi si ya
What be sana hospitals there people are there.
I mean, lawyer, say obi enua ba na obi enua be ma ye adwuma hospital. Asem we no nye radio so na beti o. Obeka na ofia ma wate.
No, but me, I'm aware said drone no deliver blood.
You see? Okay, so on rural, I'm gonna say drone the moja community. Rural community bank, and yeah, blood infusion.
Oh, we have interviewed people about they've been saved snake bites. I mean, like that thing.
Okay, so rural, set up ben a blood infusion. Oh, you can't try and find your BBR. There is no rural community blood infusion baby.
No, it depends on rural community. Definition of rural community.
Say rural. I think can say rural because a whole baby hospital now blood infusion rural community.
Upon request. Draw no there's all request anywhere.
Fine. Adeba ko amase hu say touting your credentials. Acquire a style. Oh, mamen kasamaye we. Mamen kasamaye say. Mamen kasamaye say. Enti why na Ghana for ye hu?
Na Ghana for so mu hu.
Am I not a Ghanaian? Me hu.
But the man won 2020 election on the achievement of the party.
I know there. I have a whole. Me pacho Chief Justice Neso Areni.
No. Chief Justice no so Areni.
Chief Justice Neso Areni. Me pacho. Chief Justice. Me say Chief Justice Neso Areni. Pacho Chief Justice kwa when me am figure the winning. Me say me pacho.
But the Chief Justice they declare elections.
Me pacho say
the Electoral Commission.
And Chief Justice say upon the
Supreme Court. I don't know Chief Justice.
There Chief Justice.
Supreme Court.
On the man ruling.
Supreme Court.
Atuguba.
Atuguba, not Atubiga. Atuguba. Justice Atuguba. And there were Atubiga. Atubiga no si fear but talks. But Atubiga retired Justice of the Supreme Court.
Me manu say no. Me nua so can say me about public lecture. Share senka public lecture and ye dibu maya. And by way, could need problem bakukra because someone Dr. Baumia can and economy cry the word economy ni boy any day chain so be kind graphic the word economy and you would your friend the public lectures and I will say Dr. Baumia set the example. This is a bad example.
No, but okay, more alternative. We give alternative suggestions.
You see, it's not about alternative. It's about bringing.
Example.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately,
they gave lectures. Alternatives.
Alternatives. No, I fail. You know.
So sometimes you say,
okay, so listen. Okay, so gentlemen, thank you so much. We've enjoyed the show. Unfortunately, time is not on our side. Reverend,
now if you have a place that you can run to.
I think that the president.
But when this advice was coming, you guys were almost insulting Obia this again.
Of course, the discussion, the debate is not going to end at the studio. We'll continue from here as we descend the staircase. So the discussion will continue. Thank you so much. Listen, Nana Poku, a leading member of the Arise Ghana campaigners and demonstrators. Thank you so much, Reverend Charles Owusu. He is a political analyst. Pelgrave Boachidankwa, government spokesperson, governance and security. Messages no eta hopi mofanchayense yentimi anken kaini nyina Nyankopon aduma na wo chisende besan besomo ewo democracy jumadi so ewo Kessben. So on behalf of the producers of the show, Makram Nyankopon enka. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your chilled beer. Well, that's wherever you want to go in heaven, there will be no beer.